Hello guys, my name is Craig and welcome to Math Solutions. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos. Today we're going to talk about the sine rule, and to do that we're going to study how this triangle has been labeled. So there's a convention that we use. We say that this side marked by small letter A is the side that is opposite the angle marked by capital letter A. And then this side marked by small letter B is the side that is opposite the angle marked by capital letter B. And then this side marked by small letter C is the side that is opposite the angle marked by capital letter C. So for finding sides, right, the sine rule states that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, which is equal to C over sine C. Like that. So this is for sides. And then for angles, we say that sine A over A is equal to sine B over B, which is equal to sine C over C. So now this is what we have. And the most important thing to know with the sine rule is that there are situations whereby we'll be given triangles that are not right-angled triangles, but we are required to find either the angles or the sides. So in such situations, this is whereby we apply the sine rule. So this is for sides and that is for angles. Now let's attempt number A. So with A, we want to find the side marked by the small letter C, given the angle A and its side A. So we are going to say for sides, A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. Right. And then now for the substitution, A, small letter A is denoting the side opposite the angle A. So we're saying 8 over sine of A, capital letter A being the angle 57, is equal to C over sine C, angle 42 there. So now to get the C, we are multiplying both sides by sine 42. Right? So let me say sine 42 in brackets like that, such that C would be equal to 8 sine 42 over sine 57, which we can further simplify to 8 sine 42 divided by sine 57. Right, we get an answer of 6.38. So 6.38, this will be the length of the side C. So 6.38 is equal to C. Now let's move on to B. Okay, now with B, we want to find an unknown angle. Right? So if this is angle Z, capital letter Z, and this is side small letter z, right? If this is angle X and this is side small letter x, right? We are saying for sides, this is part B. So we are saying for sides, sine X, for angles, since we need that, we're saying sine X over small letter x is equal to sine Z over small letter z. And now for the substitution, we are saying that sine angle X is 69.7 over sine X, which is 7.2, should be equal to sine Z, capital letter Z, if we put an angle there just to denote that, is the angle Z, over small letter z, we're saying 4.1. So now to get this, we're multiplying both sides by 4.1, such that sine of z is equal to 4.1 sine of 69.7 all over 7.2. But remember, we want the angle z. So we said here we divide both sides by sine, and 1 over sine is just the same as arcsine, or sine inverse of. So angle z would be sine inverse of the whole of that, 4.1 sine of 69.7 over 7.2. So now we can punch that in the calculator. 4.1 sine of 69.7 divided by 7.2. Then we find the inverse, sine inverse of that. That will give us 32.3. So the angle z would be 32.3 degrees to 1 decimal place. So this was for part B. Now let's move on to part C. Allow me to erase this. Okay, now we're moving on to part C. But with part C, we need to find two unknown angles. For now, so for these two unknown angles, which one are we going to calculate first? We've got angle S and side S, and we've got side R, and we don't have the angle R. We don't have angle T, we don't have side T. So here we can come up with a relationship that will enable us to solve for angle R first, since we know its side. So we are saying sine, for part C, we are saying sine of R over R should be equal to sine of S over S, like that. So this is what we want to find. So sine of R over the side R being 7 meters, right, should be equal to sine S. We know that the angle S is 96 degrees over sine S, which is 12, like that. So now to find R, we multiply both sides by 7, like that, such that sine R is equal to 7 sine 96 all over 12. And then now to find the angle R, we say that we divide both sides by sine, and 1 over sine is the same as sine inverse of all of that. So R would be arcsine of 7 sine 96 over 12. And then now we punch that in the calculator. So we're saying 7 sine 96, 7 sine 96 divided by 12, then arcsine of that will give us 35.5. So we get 35.5 is this angle R. So let me label this 35.5 degrees. So now to get angle T, we're simply going to say that 180. We're simply going to say that since we know that the summation of the angles inside a triangle, they add up to 180, we shall say angle T would be 180 minus 96 plus 35.5, like that. So 180 minus 96 plus 35.5, that will give us 48.5. So the angle T would be 48.5 degrees. Okay, so this was the sine rule. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you.